Welcome to all. Now we understand the new concept of non-chordates or invertebrates. What is the meaning of non-chordates? Without backbone. So in this, animals have not backbones. That is called as the non-chordates, or it is called as the invertebrates. What are the invertebrates? Phylum Porifera, phylum Nidaria, phylum Ctenophora, phylum Platyhelminthes, phylum Asalminthus, phylum Annelida, phylum Arthropoda, phylum Mollusca, and phylum Echinodermata. So these are the 9 phylums or under the category of invertebrates or non-chordates. Now we study the first phylum, phylum Porifera. What is Porifera? Porous, that is pore. Ferry, to bear. So the phylum Porifera, it commonly we called as the pore-bearing animals. What is the examples of the Porifera? That is sponges. Okay. So it is always in aquatic. Aquatic means it's need for water to live. Some of them, mostly is live in marine, and some species that will be live in fresh waters. Okay, so these are the body is asymmetrical. What is the meaning of asymmetrical? Yeah, through this the central axis at any plane we cannot be getting a identical half parts. Okay, that is called as the asymmetrical. So the phylum Porifera, this is the primitive and it's a multicellular. So these are the sessile animals. Listen girl, students, all the Porifera are multicellular organisms. All the phylums are multicellular organisms. Okay, so the Porifera is the cellular level of organizations. What is the meaning of cellular level? How it is the cells are arranged? Underline, in Porifera cells are loosely arranged. In Porifera cells are loosely arranged. Okay, so this is the body. It's a radially symmetrical. If we cut at the radial, it's a symmetrical, but it is one of the asymmetrical animals. Note it. What is the radial symmetrical or asymmetrical animals? That is sponges. Can you understand? Next is water transport system of phylum Porifera. So they possess a water transport system, otherwise it is called as a canal system. So through this canal the water it can be enter and out, goes out. Okay, so what is the name of the pores? So it is a minute pores, so it is called as a porifera. Okay, what is the name of the minute pores? That is called as the ostia. Okay, so where it is present, these are the minute pores that is lining the body wall. Where it is present, these minute pores of ostia is present the lining the body wall. Okay, so now the water it can be enters through the ostia, and next it can be travel into the central cavity. So what is the name of the central cavity? That is called as the spongiocele, and next these water it can be elevate through the osculum. So it is, they have possessed a water transport system, or it's like a canal system. Can you understand? So it's an porifera water transport system is, otherwise it is called as a canal system. Okay, lining the body wall, it having a minute pores. So these are the minute pores is called as the ostia. So through this ostia the water enter, next it enter the central cavity of spongiocele, next it will be goes out through the osculum. Okay, so what is the role of this water transport system in porifera? Yeah, it will be helpful in food gathering, circulation, respiration, and removal of waste. Already we know phylum porifera is a cellular level of organization. How it is the cells are arranged? Loosely, tightly, or loose and tight? How it is, ma? Yeah, that is loosely arranged. Okay, so what is the name of the cells loosely arranged in porifera? Underline, the conocytes or collar cells. Site is nothing but that is a cells. Okay, conocells, or otherwise it is called as the collar cells. Okay, so how it is look like the collar cells or conocytes? It is a special flagellated cells. Okay, it is having a special flagellated cells. So it lining the spongiosal and the canals where it is present. It lining the spongiosals. What is spongiosal, ma? Yeah, that is central cavity. Water transport system. The central cavity is called as the spongiosal. Okay. So next is the body is supported by, is made up of a calcareous and siliceous. Calcareous means calcium and silica. Okay. Spicules or spongin. Sometimes calcium and silica is both present. Okay, as a two combinations is a support to making a skeletal structure of porifera. Can you understand? So what is the name of the cellular level of organizations is present in porifera? That is conocytes or collar cells. How it does look like the conocyte cells? It's having a special flagellated cell. See the picture. So that is a flagella. Okay. So conocytes cells is the flagellated cells. Where it is present, ma? That is spongiosal of the canals. Canal system. Central cavity of the spongiosals. Okay. Next is, what is the body is made up of? One is calcareous, another one is a siliceous spicules, or some. This is the spongin. Otherwise, it is called as is a spongin. Can you understand? Next is nutrition of porifera. The nutrition is a holozoic and it is a intracellular digestion. So inside the cell, the digestion it will be processing. Okay, so all sponges are hermaphrodites. Note it, ma. Hereafter we studied these are the terms hermaphrodites. What is the meaning of hermaphrodites? It is a monoecious. What is the meaning of monoecious? That is, ova and sperms are produced by the same individual. That is, both female reproductive and is the male reproductive present in same individual, that is called as the hermaphrodites. Can you understand? Note it, all sponges are hermaphrodites. There is no differentiation of male and female because all male and female reproductive is present in same individual. ஸ்பான்சஸ்லாம் என்ன கிடையாது, ஃபீமேலு மேல் ஸ்பான்சஸ் அப்படிங்கிற டிஃப்ரென்ஷியேஷன் கிடையாது. ரெண்டுமே ஒரே இண்டிவிஜுவல்லே இருக்கும். ஃபீமேலுக்கும் மேலுக்கும் ரெண்டுமே ஒரே இண்டிவிஜுவலில் இருக்கும். ஸோ இட் இஸ் கால்ட் அஸ் அ ஹெர்மோஃபோரைட்ஸ். கேன் யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? ஓகே, வாட் இஸ் அ டைப் ஆஃப் நியூட்ரிஷன்? That is a holozoic nutrition and the digestion is intracellular digestion. Okay, how it can be reproduced? So in unfavorable condition it will be a asexual. So during the favorable condition it's of a sexual reproduction. Okay, so how it is the asexual? Asexual is a fragmentation or gemule formation. Fragmentation is அதனுடைய பாடியே ஃபுல்லாக என்ன ஆகிக்கிறோம்னா ஃப்ராக்மெண்ட் ஆகி அது வந்து ஒவ்வொரு இதுவுமே ஒவ்வொரு இதை வந்து ஃபார்ம் பண்ணும், ஒரு கேமிட்ஸாக ஒரு நியூ இண்டிவிஜுவல்ஸாக ஃபார்ம் பண்ணும். தட் இஸ் asexual. And another one is it is a gemule formation. See the diagram. So this is a round like structure. So the round like that is a micropyle. The micropyle is nothing but that is a food ladder. So unfavorable condition they have to around the food. Okay, wow. So inside the gametes it will be formation. So when it is having a favorable condition and the gametes are relieved and forming a sexual reproduction. Can you understand, ma? So asexual porifera asexually by fragmentation or gemule formation and sexual reproduction by the formation of gametes. So these are the two types of reproductions occurs in phylum Porifera. The development of Porifera is indirect. I will give the differentiation later. What is the difference between the indirect development and direct development? Okay, so the development is a indirect with a different type of larval stages. So what are the larval stages is occur in phylum Porifera? Note it, ma. Parenchyma and Amphiblastula. Students, you have to note it on separate note. Write all the phylums and one heading is for larval stages. What is the name of the phylum Porifera larval stages? One is the Parenchyma and Amphiblastula. Okay, so all the phylums combine of this larval stage they have to asking the match the following or mismatched or as a correct match of questions they have to asking. Okay, so the development is a indirect development. So indirect development means they having a various larval stages. What is the name of the larval stages occurs in phylum Porifera? Yeah, that is parent chymula and amphiplastura. Okay, what are the examples of phylum Porifera? Note it. So all the ones they have to muggaping. What is the examples of each and every phylum? Okay, Cycon is a Scypha. Next is Sponchilla. Sponchilla is a freshwater sponge. Euspongia is a bath sponge. Euplectilla, that is Venus flower basket. Okay. What is a Cycon? This is Scypha. Sponchilla is the freshwater sponge. Euspongia, bath sponge. Euplectilla, Venus flower basket. Okay, so this is also you have to separate tabular column. Write the phylum one side and another one is write the examples. Okay, one is for larval stages, another one is the examples questions. So in this way they have to asking them one word in among all the phylums. What is the next phylum of Porifera ma? Yeah, the phylum Cnidaria. Okay, what is the meaning of node? So the Cnidaria, it's having the needle or sting cells. What is the sting cells ma? Kottru. Okay va. So the Cnidarians in previously we called as a coelenterata. Note it. Cnidarians we previously it is called as a coelenterata. Okay, so this is also a aquatic. It's live in water. Okay, and is also a sessile or free swimming. And it is a solitary or colonial forms. Thaniyavu valarum சேர்ந்து valarum. Okay, so the body is always a radial symmetry. The Cnidaria is one of the except conditions of sea anemones only a bilateral symmetry. Note it, underline. So what is the Cnidaria? Cnidaria is nothing but that is a needle or stinging cells. Okay va. So it is a previously is called as the coelenterata. Okay, so the Cnidaria is always in a radial symmetry. What is the except conditions of the Cnidaria? That is the sea anemones. Sea anemones only the bilateral symmetry. So the cells and functions of Cnidaria. In Porifera, what is the type of cells is present ma? Yeah, that is conocytes or collar cells. That is the special flagellated cells. Okay, so in this condition of the Cnidaria, the cells is the cnidocytes or cnidoblasts. So each and every cells with having a stinging cells, or the stinging cells is otherwise it is called as a nematocyst. So these are the nematocysts is present on the tentacles of the Cnidaria. Okay, so what is the role of this the cnidocytes or cnidoplasts? It will be anchorage ஒரு இதோட ஒட்டிக்கிறதுக்கு. Okay, anchorage. And is a defense means it will be protect themselves. Okay, or if it has any problem means they have to immediately taking solutions. That is a defense mechanism. And also it will be to capture the prey. Okay, what is the name of the cells is present in the Cnidaria? That is cnidocytes or cnidoplasts. Each and every cells is having the stinging cells. What is the name of the stinging cells? It is a nematocyst. Where it is present, the nematocyst? On tentacles. Okay, what is the role of this cnidoblastus? Yeah, it's used for anchorage, defense mechanism, and is also to capture the prey. Now we study the tissue level organization. So the Porifera, until that is a cellular level organization, the cells are loosely arranged. Okay, now enter the tissue level organization. The Cnidarians are the first group of animals. It will be exhibit them tissue level organizations, and this is the diploplastic. In cellular level we don't mention the germ layers of diploplastic or triploplastic. The tissue level organization only we mention the germ layers. Okay, so in this having a central vascular cavity. What is the name of the central vascular cavity? That is called as the coelentron. So these are the coelentron. It serves both digestion and circulatory function, and is also having a small opening, single opening, that is called as the mouth or hypostome. What is this mouth? that is mouth or hypostome, it will be serves the process of ingestion and egestion. Okay, so these are the two tissue level. So cnidarians is the first exhibit conditions of tissue level organizations. So from the tissue level only we can be differentiated the diploplastic or triploplastic germ layers. Cnidaria having two cavities. One is a coelentron, another one is hypostome. Coelentron is otherwise it is called as the central vascular cavity. What is the role of the central vascular cavity? Is the digestion and circulatory function. So and is a small opening on the top that is called as the mouth or hypostome. Okay. So it will be serves the process of ingestion and egestion. What is the ingestion? My intake of food. Egestion means elimination of the food. Okay, so these are the two functions is done by the hypostome, and digestion and circulatory functions is done by the coelentron of or central vascular cavity. Okay, what type of digestion? So it's having a both extracellular and is a intracellular digestion. In porifera condition, what type of digestion ma? Yeah, that is holozoic and only the intracellular digestion. In cnidaria, it is a extracellular and is a intracellular digestion. Okay, so this is the tissue level system. So it is a nervous system is also a primitive. Primitive means இப்போ தான் என்ன ஆகுது ஸ்டார்டிங்கே ஆகுது இந்த நர்வஸ் சிஸ்டம் உடைய இது வந்து இந்த டிஷ்யூ லெவல் ஆர்கனைசேஷனில் தான் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகுது. ஓகே, ஸோ அண்ட் இஸ் ஃபார்ம்ட் ஆஃப் எ டிஃப்யூஸ்டு nerve net. Okay, so what is the body? Cnidarian's body is made up of, that is the calcium carbonate. In porifera, the skeleton is made up of that is calcareous and siliceous spicules or spongian. Okay, so in this conditions of the cnidarians, the skeleton is made up of calcium carbonate. Can you understand? Next we study the body forms of cnidarians. So the cnidarians, the body it's having a two basic. One is a polyp, another one is the medusa. So what is a polyp? See the structure. The polyp is in a sessile and is the cylindrical like structure. So see the diagram. The polyps is a sessile and is a cylindrical like structure. So it's examples of Hydra and Adamsia. But in the medusa it's look like a structure of a umbrella shaped and is a free swimming. Already we know so these all it live in is a aquatic conditions. Okay, so what are the two body exhibits? One is the polyp form. The polyp is always in a cylindrical or sessile. So in a medusa form, it is a umbrella shaped as a free swimming. Okay, cnidarians exist in both forms. So it's exhibit alterations of the generations in the life cycle that is called as the metagenesis. So which exists in both forms. ரெண்டு ஃபார்ம்ஸ்லேயும் இருக்கும் cnidarians. எதனால் அப்படின்னா it will be alterations of the generations in the life cycle. அதனுடைய லைஃப் சைக்கிளில் நடக்கிற alterationனால so it will be exhibit. Okay, so what is the name of this process? That is alteration of the generations, that is called as a metagenesis. The polyp is a sessile or cylindrical. It will be represents the asexual reproduction, and medusa represents the sexual reproduction. Okay, so these two forms it will be exhibit the alteration of generations in the life cycle, that is called as the metagenesis. Okay, so the polyps, that is a cylindrical polyps, it produce medusa by asexual reproduction, and medusa to form a polyps by the sexual reproduction. Can you understand ma? Okay, so it can be exist in a two forms. One is the sexual, another one polyp, and one is medusa. Polyp is a asexual, medusa represents a sexual. Polyp produce a medusa by asexual, medusa produce a polyps by sexual. Can you understand? Okay, so what is the development? The development is always in a indirect, and is the producing this larval stages is called as the plenular larva. In porifera, what is the development? Yeah, that is also a indirect development. What is the name of the larva ma in porifera? Yeah, that is a parenchyma and amphiblastula. Okay, so you have to draw a second phylum Cnidaria. What is the larval stage? That is Planula larva. Okay, can you understand? So the examples of the cnidarians is important. So this is the book back questions also. Okay, in a match form they have to asking. What is the examples of Physalia? Physalia is a Portuguese man of war. What is Physalia? Portuguese man of war. Next is Adamsia. Adamsia is a sea anemone. So in sea anemone first we study that what is the condition ma? Yeah, that is exhibit the bilateral symmetry. All the cnidaria is a radial symmetry. The sea anemone is a bilateral symmetry. Okay. Next is Pennantula. Pennantula is a sea pen. Next is Mindrina, that is brain coral. Okay, so these are the examples of cnidarians. Can you understand? Students, comparative base is only asking questions all the phylum in this part. So you have to comparative studies must to understand this concept. Thank you.